Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in La Jolla. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Friday, March 6th. You'll be interested to know, 157 years ago, today, in 1869, Dmitri Mendeleev arranged the chemical elements into a coherent, periodic table that revealed patterns in atomic weights and properties, leaving gaps for undiscovered elements. This organization provided a predictive order for chemistry, guiding future discoveries and establishing a foundational framework for understanding matter and teaching generations of scientists. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Friday in La Jolla. This morning it's looking clean with waves at 3 to 4 feet. The wind is offshore at 5 miles per hour. Conditions will shift to fair by 10 a.m. as the wind turns onshore at 5 miles per hour. Expect choppy conditions by 11 a.m. with winds increasing to 7 miles per hour. Best time to ride is at 8 a.m. with a 2-foot incoming mid-tide when the west-northwest swell is 3 feet at 10 seconds and the offshore wind is 3 miles per hour. The nearshore buoy in Scripps in La Jolla reads 63 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start off clean with waves at 2 to 3 feet on Saturday, but choppy conditions develop by midday due to increasing northwest winds. Sunday sees a drop to 1 to 2 feet, with clean early conditions turning choppy in the afternoon. Monday holds steady at 1 to 2 feet, with fair conditions prevailing before a slight increase in chop later on. This morning, it's sunny and it feels like 56 degrees, with 5 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 5:51, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:10. It looks like we're in for some sunny weather today, with a high near 65 and a light northwest breeze. Tonight, expect mostly clear skies with a low around 56 and light winds. Looking ahead in the weather. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 69 and a light north wind about 5 miles per hour, then mostly clear Saturday night with a low near 58. Sunday stays sunny with a high near 71, but a slight chance of rain showers late Sunday night into early Monday with lows around 59. Monday and Tuesday are mostly sunny with highs slipping from the mid-60s to about 62 and nights near 57. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, some school boards in San Diego County are voting to give themselves raises of 300 to 400%, despite budget gaps and layoffs affecting their districts. This comes after decades without an increase, following a new law that allows for higher stipends based on average daily attendance. Assemblymember Jose Luis Solach Jr. explained that the law aims to address inflation and attract new candidates for board positions. However, some local union leaders are expressing concerns, stating that it is inappropriate to increase stipends while laying off staff and cutting budgets. The South Bay Union School District is also considering a significant raise during their upcoming vote. Now on to sports. Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, has agreed to help cover World Cup security costs, but Foxborough leaders remain unsatisfied. Any suggestion that Boston Soccer 2026 or the Kraft Group have adequately addressed the town's concerns is false, Foxborough Select Board Chair Bill Yona stated. World Cup organizers provided further details on how they plan to fund $7.8 million in security for Gillette Stadium. A spokesperson for Gillette Stadium confirmed their commitment to meet the town's needs for security-related costs. Foxborough officials set a March 17th deadline to secure these funds for public safety during the event. Kraft Sports and Entertainment included a commitment letter to support Boston Soccer 2026's expenditures. In local sports, on Tuesday night, March 4th, NCAA Tournament hopefuls faced high-pressure moments, with 3 bubble teams securing upsets over ranked opponents. As UCLA defeated Nebraska, TCU took down Texas Tech, and Georgia dispatched Alabama. Among the teams vying for at-large bids, the Aztecs are in a tight spot, needing key victories to solidify their position after recent conference losses. Meanwhile, with the regular season winding down, teams like Ohio State and TCU are boosting their chances, while traditional mid-major powers such as VCU and New Mexico are also in contention for a spot in March Madness. In top news, climate change's rising seas may threaten tens of millions more people than previously thought, according to a new study. Researchers found that about 90% of studies underestimated baseline coastal water heights by an average of 1 foot. This issue is more common in the global South and Southeast Asia, and less so in Europe. The study co-author, Philip Minderhout, attributes this to a methodological blind spot in measuring sea and land altitudes. Adjusting the baseline height means seas rising by just over 3 feet could threaten 77 million to 132 million more people. In business news, the U.S. stock market rebounded on Wednesday from 2 days of punishing swings as oil prices stabilized and reports provided encouraging economic updates. The S&P 500 rose 0.8%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed 238 points. The Nasdaq Composite increased 1.3%. Despite a scary start when South Korea's Kospi Index plunged 12.1%, the market responded positively. Oil prices moderated, with Brent crude settling at $81. Strength in the U.S. economy, including a rise in hiring, has provided a hopeful outlook amidst ongoing uncertainties. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 6.5% for the week to $71,000. Ethereum is up 5% to $2,000. And XRP is up 3% to $1.41. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. In southeastern China, a glimpse into the future of flying taxis is emerging with the Matrix, an electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle developed by Autoflight. This impressive aircraft can carry up to 10 passengers and has a wingspan of 20 meters. Recently, Autoflight conducted a flying demonstration showcasing the Matrix's ability to rise and land smoothly. The company hopes to receive regulatory approval by 2027, though flying taxis still face challenges such as safety and infrastructure. Experts suggest it may take at least another 3 years for viable solutions to surface. And in entertainment news, the film Project Hail Mary has been unveiled to members of the film press ahead of its March 20th release. And first reactions are calling it a must-see space odyssey that may prove to be a major awards player come Oscar time next year. Film critic Eric Marchin shared a glowing review, stating that Project Hail Mary is the first great blockbuster of 2026. Other critics praised the film, noting it delivers a pulse-pounding space epic that brings true humanity to the forefront. Entertainment journalist Scott Menzel called it a masterpiece and an epic cinematic achievement. Ryan Gosling stars as Rayland Grace, a schoolteacher who awakens alone on a spaceship, piecing together an outlandish plot to save the sun. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American philosopher and psychologist, William James. And he said, "The greatest discovery of any generation is that a human can alter his life by altering his attitude." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in La Jolla.